Copy files to remote hosts. Um, in this lesson, we are actually going to write a script. This is also a for loop script, very useful. I use it many times, and I know a lot of my friends who are in IT or in Linux write scripts that actually copies file from one location to multiple servers. You could copy files from one system and to the second system to the third system using commands like FTP or SCP. But if you have multiple systems, you don't want to do it one by one by one. So this is a very short lesson. I wanted to show you how you could copy files and how you could use for loop commands for that. And if you remember exactly how for loop is done, I'm sure by now you are expert in for loop and you should be able to do it yourself. If not, just follow me and I will go into my machine and clear the screen. I will name this script as copy files to remote. And you know what we have to do? Bin bash date 08/08/2020. Description. This script will copy files to remote host. Hey guys, I missed one thing. What is that? Author. Yes, it's very important because if you are writing a script and you have multiple system engineers or administrator in your department, they are also writing the script, then this is the easiest way to find out who wrote that script. And they could simply get in touch with you and ask you, hey, this script is not doing what we want it to do. Can you modify it? Okay, so now for I, pick I variable again. N. Now you'll put the host name or the IP address of the machine that you want to transfer it. Just for giggles, I'll put the host name. Let's say Red Hat 1, Red Hat 2, Red Hat 3, Red Hat 4, or as many servers that you want to transfer over, you could do that. So you know that now you're putting 4 Red Hat servers into a container, and the container name is I. Okay, it is in the container. What do you want it to do? You want it to do SCP of a file, right? You want to transfer the file. So the file name is like some file. I don't know which file. Because this script that I'm writing is just a test script. I am not going to test or run the script because I do not have multiple Linux servers in my lab environment. If you do have it, then you could go in and actually change the host name right here, which is Red Hat 123, to the actual host name that you have, and to the actual sum file to the actual file. Okay, so your SCP sum file, where? To I. I is what? I is a container. And the container has what? Container has all your host names. And colon slash, let's say you want to transfer to temp. And this is right here is just the standard way, right here, starting from colon to if you want to transfer a file. And I'm sure you know that, and just be done. So this is actually, as you know, let me repeat it again. This is going to copy some file to Red Hat 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if you have multiple files, you could also, what you could do, you could put all those files in a file, create a file, let's say ABC, and put all the list. Let's say if you have 100 servers, then you don't want to write those 100 server right here. Then what do you have to do? You have to specify a variable that would do let's say this is a variable, tick cat that file. So if the file is /home ifzol abc, you catting that file. Now you're telling it for file in $A. Then you do same thing again. So now you don't have to specify all your host names into the script. You could just specify all your host name into a file, and then you tell the script to go and read that file and execute that command against it. That's pretty much it about this lesson. If you actually have multiple hosts that you could try on, go ahead and try, and I'm sure it'll work.